Hello and welcome to another edition of the Ndey, Oley, Taal show. I am your host, Ndey, Oley, Taal, and today I have an icon in fashion, in entertainment, a model, a mogul, I'll say like a pioneer in something that's very different in the industry in the Gambia at the moment. Somebody who's doing so many amazing things, involving so many people. We're gonna go for our short break. When we come back, I'm gonna reveal this amazing person. So don't go anywhere, stay tuned. Welcome back to the show. Did I tell you? Should I show you? Should we show them? Okay, let's reveal him. You're welcome, Yusuf.
Thank you.
This is Mr. Yusuf Tula. I know you don't need any introduction, but we would like you to tell us who Yusuf is.
Well, I'm Yusuf Tula, Sierra Leonean Gambian, and I was a model, and from there left, and now I'm just, I can say, overseer in the fashion industry. Yeah. That's just what I could tell you. There are other things, which is like comedy I do as well, but they're not in line with the fashion industry at the moment. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask a very tricky question. I think fashion has a way of sucking you into different directions. Like you start being a model, then you jump into be a designer, or you jump into be like a, you know, it has that kind of power. It's so vast and it's so big. I think you are a typical example of somebody who worked in the fashion industry and started as something and ended up pioneering something even bigger than where you started. But before we get into the business of the day, the fashion part of you, tell us a little bit more about you, because we know who you are. We've seen you in the catwalks, we've seen you in the magazines, we've seen you on TV, we've seen you everywhere. But we want to hear from Yusuf who Yusuf is, like your essence, like who are you?
Well, I can just, describe myself as this easy going person, you know, and I try to fit in anything that is, you know, is just about life, I can tell you. And being in the Gambia here, I'm really just happy, you know, because we left Sierra Leone during the war. That was when I and my family moved to the Gambia here, so I was really little. So grew up here, went to school here, and this is where I found myself.
Wow, Gambia. So you actually did mention earlier when we were opening the interview that you're Sierra Leonean Gambian. So what does that mean? Does that mean that you're one of your parents is Gambian, or are you fully Sierra Leonean?
I was born in Sierra Leone, right? But for the fact that to me, right, because I've lived in the Gambia for so long, so I always carry Gambia with me. So anywhere I go, sometimes I don't even include the Sierra Leone, but to clear the air, so
absolutely.
I always bring the Sierra Leone in. So because I grew up here and done everything here, so I just go with the Sierra Leonean Gambian, not with my parents or anything, because both my parents are Sierra Leoneans, but when we moved here, and then for the period of time I've lived here, I just call myself a Gambian.
So say you're Gambian.
Yes.
Yeah, you're Gambian. That's what you are. Yeah. We all move around so much, and we stay in different places that I can say we can all be from anywhere. Yeah. So moving here, like you said, when you were young with your family, because of like obviously the war, like most people came. How was that like for you, being so young with your family in a country probably that you've never been? How was it adjusting to life and going to school and being the new kid here? Was it hard?
Honestly, I would say thanks to the Gambia, because it's a peaceful country. At that time it was just, I was very little. I couldn't remember most of it. So, but it's just that I felt that I'm in a place where you don't have to hear gunshots, and you won't have to be moving from one place to another. So it's just okay. We were very welcomed here. So that's how I got to live here.
You seem like a very nice, kind, loving person.
Thank
very
you.
Calm.
Thank
I like that you're very calm, because most people in the fashion industry are not calm. I'm not calm. We're always very crazy out there, but you always, whenever I see you, you always maintain this essence of calm, and you're always at one with yourself.
Thank you.
How do you keep that zenness in such a crazy industry?
The thing is because I'm learning every day, so whenever I'm in the midst of people, I always make sure, I'll, try and interact and all that, but I'll just try and keep it cool,
On the down low.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. That's your facade. It's a facade,
I just like to be like that.
Tell us about your family. What kind of family do you come from?
I think maybe this is how the fashion in me is from, because we're like 11 in number.
Oh, wow.
And only 2 boys, all the rest are girls.
Oh.
So, and I've been there when my sisters play themselves. I've been there when they do makeups and all that. So from young age, I think, seeing all of these things and...
Influenced.
Yeah, so...
Were you spoiled as just one of 2 boys and a lot of women around you? You had so much attention. I'm sure you did.
My mom really, but my sisters, no, they teach me a lot, and thanks to them, I can cook, I can do things. They always drag me, come here, you think you're not going to do anything.
Yeah.
So thanks to them for that. So really,
they must be so proud of how far you've come. What do they think of all these things, amazing things that you're doing?
They're happy for me, that's all I can say. Keep it up, and if that's what you want to do, well, go for it.
Yeah. I'm going to ask a question. I hope it's not so critical, but I just want to ask it.
Yeah.
Why Gambia, after you've been here for so long, you've done so much, given that you're not 100% Gambian, why didn't you do this in Sierra Leone?
Gambia, to me, come first. Yeah, in anything I do, come on, anything I am right now is from the Gambia. So Sierra Leone will be in my heart, but I tell you no lie, I just have to go with the Gambia because this is what I'm used to. This is where I found myself after the war and all that. So why will something so great like this, be happening, and I decide to take it to Sierra Leone? I think Gambia is just where it will be. Sierra Leone will come, but at some point where I'm not thinking about that yet.
Right.
This is home for me. Yeah.
On that note, we're gonna take a short break, and I'm just gonna say home is where the heart is. Would you say that in your case then? This is home, and
this
that's
is home
where the
me.
heart is.
This
yeah?
is home, yes.
We're gonna go for a short commercial break. When we come back, we're gonna chat some more with Yusuf. Welcome back to the show, and with me I still have the amazing Yusuf. And first of all, I'm one of your biggest fans.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna put it out there. Maybe I've never said it, but I'm one of your biggest fans. So I'm so happy that you're here right now.
Thank you.
It's an honor. I want to ask you, apart from the career part that you're doing right now, what else are you involved in? Is there anything else you're doing? Because I know you don't live in Gambia anymore. You're in the UK.
Yeah.
So what else do you do?
Well, different business. I mean, because I did open a fashion boutique before I left, right? And now I do things online, and I'm this kind of person that just like to stay back. Even during events that I organize, it's hard for people to even know that I'm around there. So I have some business going on that I just don't like to be.
How do you do that when you were always on camera and now you're behind the scene? How do you do that?
I mean, it's because, when I was there, right, to me, I feel like, okay, I wish there were people to do this for us, but there were people there, but not to what I was thinking. So that's why I prefer just being behind there, okay, let's do this, let's do that, let's go with this, and I'm enjoying it.
You are, and that's the most important thing. You've engaged in many things, both in fashion and the entertainment industry. Can you tell us more about those?
Well, if it's not business, it's work. The thing is, I'm this kind of person. I like to work for myself a lot. Anything I do, as long as it's paying the bills. And sometimes it does not necessarily have to pay the bills, because like the fashion awards right now, money is just going. But I know where we're driving to, so it's not really
about the money at the moment.
It's just what really about the passion is from inside here, so I'm really enjoying that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I read from somewhere or saw from somewhere that you started as an entertainer. That means that is that where are you a good dancer?
How did you know? Yeah.
Tell me about it. I want to know that.
I tell you, man, this is something you just wrote. We used to dance
I
Badala
heard.
Park.
I heard.
Yeah, and I tell you, right, funny. Sometimes this is, oh man, thanks to the Royal Bees, it was the crew that I was in. What we do sometimes in the night, we listen to sound anywhere that sound coming from, because we do have our dancing moves
you
already.
follow it?
Like, bro, let's go, man. And the thing about Gambia here, yeah, whenever you go to a program and you're doing something, they keep throwing money. So
Yeah.
that's another way how we get money. So I was also in the dancing area. How did you know?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay.
I'm just good at what I do. You don't have to know.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
I remember there was a time there were people that were so in the face of fashion,
Yeah.
male fashion and male modeling in the Gambia. I think we're still not there. I see that opportunity is given more to the girls and the you know the young girls, and I think your face and some other few faces like Pamodija and Medion, you guys were the ones that were so out there.
Yeah.
So, who are some of the designers that you worked with that you found were so memorable?
Ziza.
Yeah.
Ziza is really good.
He's good with men.
Yeah, with men, and fusion. I mean,
Yes.
once I did wear her, designs, but she's also very good
Yes.
at what she's doing. So keep it up. I mean, they're all doing great.
Yeah.
The Gambia is getting there.
It is.
And
At a very fast pace,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
We're kind of taking over. I want to ask a question.
Okay.
Who's your all-time
Yeah.
Gambian fashion icon? Be careful what you answer.
Oh yeah, that's something. The thing is, oh my God.
Do we need spotlight on you right now?
Well.
Putting you on the spot. Your all-time. I know mine.
Yeah, the thing is, I always look, at this guy Walker J.
Wakajan, yeah.
Yeah, so
He's got a little swag.
that guy, even up till now, you
And
see
he's
him.
getting younger all the time.
Yeah, you look
How
at
does he do
yourself
it?
like, this man, he's always like us, eh?
Yeah.
So you get to learn a lot from him, and he always tells you things. you
Yeah,
know, so,
he's always willing to talk, and
Yeah.
he's very open-minded as well. Very encouraging.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna get into this part where I want to talk about the event that you're doing.
Okay.
Obviously, the fashion award.
Correct.
It has been a huge success.
Thank you.
For such a small country, I think Gambia is joining the fashion evolution. I mean, like with African fashion, we're not there yet.
Yeah.
I think you started something that is so even early for us.
Thank you.
It's so early because we're getting somewhere, but we're not there yet. I think where you are right now, what you're doing, is something maybe that should have happened for Gambia maybe 10 years when we were ready. And you're doing it now. And I don't know if people know how great this is and that they would take the opportunity to use this to do amazing things.
Thank you.
I just want, when did the light bulb just flick for you to think that you want to do this now when we're not even, because I think what you're doing and where you are,
Yeah.
it's up there with the fashion cities, like you would say LA or Tokyo or New York or London or Paris.
Yeah.
We're Gambia, we're not getting there yet, and you're bringing such a big opportunity.
Yeah.
What made you feel like this is it for now, for us to do this now?
Well, this is one thing I want any African to learn,
Yeah.
with traveling around the world, I've seen a lot of things and been to a lot of fashion events, and Gambia is home. And during the fashion industry, I always, when I was modeling, I always say to myself, oh, I wish this is happening, or I wish this is happening. And with the opportunity, thanks to Allah, that I've got right now, so I'm like, don't wait, just go for it. So that's why things are happening, and I'm like, just keep doing it, and I'm happy that you say you're not there, but
you kind of just fast forwarded, whoop. You just fast forwarded us to the future, and it's amazing. When I saw that a year and a half, a year before last or something, I don't think I was in Gambia. I saw it. I'm like, oh my God, who's doing this? And I was following it. I'm like, this is so amazing. And I got to watch the event and all those familiar fashion icons, people that have been there, done that, being on one stage. I'm gonna tell you, I had goosebumps and I cried. I was like, oh my God, bless him. That was so cool.
Oh, thanks.
So hats off to you, for that. The event is happening soon.
Yeah.
I actually saw that the nominees are announced. How tedious is this process?
It's great.
It's great.
Yeah. Trust
Great,
me.
as in stressful, great, or stressful, like
Well,
great, good.
This is where I have to always thank the team. You
Yeah.
know, even if I'm not here, you know, they're always
They're pulling
at forefront.
through.
Yeah. So I mean, they work with passion just like me. They know exactly where we're going.
Uh-huh.
So you know, they always. It's stressful, but I mean,
It's a
we get
crazy
there at the end
world.
of the day. Mhm.
Yeah. So, how do you choose the people you nominate? Because
Well,
fashion is so tricky.
yeah.
I remember last year I was looking at your nominees. I was like, oh my God, how is he going to do this? How do you choose them? Is it by people you know, or people you follow, or people you think people think are fashionable?
Yeah. I mean,
It's so sensitive.
yes.
Because I remember, sorry,
Yes.
even there was once, and somebody said, I don't even think this person is fashionable. Why is she there? I'm like, I think he knows what he's doing.
Yes, well, this is where people like always twist it. Like, is it the one doing it? No, we
Yeah.
have
A team.
a team. And do you know that I don't even know these guys? You know,
Okay.
I want it to look, you know, very professional. So when we had a meeting with Team Trestula, I said, why don't you guys get people that will do the nominations and that will do all the follow up with the nominees, right?
Uh-huh.
When they're done with it, they can pass it on to us, and
Mhm.
then we can do all the other bits that is meant to done.
Mhm.
So we have this special team that they know a lot about the fashion industry,
Oh.
and they always know how to balance things.
Okay.
So
That's
I mean,
really,
bravo
really
to them.
important.
Yeah, sure. So they're the ones doing all the nominations, and we're just doing the rest of the work, like putting up the flyers, following up with the votings, and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, because last year, I think the year before when you did this, it was a success, and I saw you had the winners and the trophies, and it was very, very, very glamorous.
Yeah.
How did you feel at the end of that night? You deserve
Do
an
you know
award
what?
too.
I was behind. Do you know, I was behind, right? I cried.
Oh.
Yeah, but like, you know, you cry no tears, but inside
your
I'm
heart.
like, and tears of joy from the inside, because that was something that I always wished for. You understand? And it's happening. Like, yo, it's happening. I'm not there on the stage, being behind there. I'm like, yo, people.
And some
clapping
people
all
really
that.
deserve the awards.
Yeah, so it's just good. It's a good feeling. Trust me.
Yeah. So on that note, we're gonna go for a short commercial break, and when we come back, we're gonna get a bit personal. You're gonna be a teacher, so you better be ready.
Okay.
Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Trace, I want to ask you a question. Given that you were in the modeling industry for so long in Gambia, I don't even know why I'm laughing, because I think this question is very important.
Okay.
How did you find jobs? Were you through an agency? Were you
Yeah.
discovered? How do people go, and I think this is something that you could bring in,
Yes.
being that you've been there, done that.
Oh yes, I tell you.
Is it part of your plans?
Yeah, well, we're having Tristula models will be
Oh.
launched on the night of the awards, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, but
Can I sign in, or am I too old now for the industry?
you know the age when we open the website,
Why did you
it'll
talk
be
about
from
age?
no, because I want people to feel
Oh,
free.
God.
It'll be from 3 months.
Oh.
Yeah, 3 months old baby, right? So the oldest person we can have.
Okay, so I'm one of the oldest.
No, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll have Tristula models. Then, you know what we used to do to get jobs, right? We meet designers.
Oh,
like,
my.
why don't we do a show? Why don't we organize something? You're doing really great. You know, why don't we just, you know, have we
That's
can
sad.
put and do you know, some of them they don't even pay us, but it was really good because we were there because we loved the industry, and
Yeah.
then we enjoy what we were doing. And some designers will have events, they'll provide food, and the models nowadays they're really enjoying.
I know.
Yeah, they're
Oh.
really. I'm happy for them
Well,
because
it's
they
not
get-
all rosy like that, though.
yeah, they get paid now.
Yeah, but it's not all that rosy.
Yeah, I know.
There's
So
a lot of.
I know he's still
Yeah.
struggling.
They
but
could do better.
Tristula
with our models.
will really stand on something. We've already started something on that one
Mhm.
with all these billboards. Soon you'll see strictly Gambian models,
Awesome.
inshallah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the 3 months, oh, that's
Well,
so cute.
it's all on the
like baby models.
plan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to see that. Because you do get that from other parts of the world when you have baby
Yeah.
gap and all this.
All those
But
beautiful
then,
pictures, you know.
but then,
Mhm.
do we have brands here that design for little kids and babies?
Yeah, we have like designers. We have products that come in that.
Oh, yeah.
So
Like the
baby
formulas,
food and all that.
diapers,
Yes, yeah.
all
So
that kind of stuff.
we need that. The other countries, right? Anything they do, right? It has to be for that country. So
Mhm.
if they bring their products in, right? Why
Strictly.
can't you just be strictly Gambians? And
Yeah.
Go to Senegal. You turn that way. You turn that way. It's a Senegalese
Yeah.
model. Yeah. I always ask, is this models? The Wolof is always mixed, and like this is a Senegalese model. So, inshallah, we'll try and do something like that for Gambia. Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
I've always wished for this. So if I can, fight for that to happen, ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You being away. I remember a few years ago, I was watching an interview by P. Diddy, and they were asking him about his Sean Combs empire and his, Ciroc and all these things. And he was saying that they were asking him, how do you do it? He said, I didn't do anything. I just created something that I wish once was.
Thank you.
It seems like that's what you are doing as well.
And things like that, watch out.
Yeah, I know they blow
I'm
out.
on fire right now.
Ooh. You need to pour
might,
some water
it
on
might
you.
take a little time, but I have this belief that it will happen. Yeah.
You're a fashion icon.
Thank you.
What's one fashion item that you can live without, that you always have to have?
Oh, my perfume, cologne.
What's your favorite perfume?
Well, I have 3.
Okay.
And I tell you, it's funny you ask that question because whenever I want to use them, they're always jealous. I think that they're talking to each other. I use the Savage, right? And I use the Creed Adventures,
Yeah.
right? And I use the Tom Ford or Black Oak Ridge,
Tom Ford
right?
is nice, yeah.
So these 3, every time I'm like, okay, which one of you, or are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just fun, yeah.
It's funny
Yeah.
how people relate, because I relate with my products. Like sometimes I want to use my serum or my face cream or my lotion.
Yeah.
I'm going to use it, and I feel bad. Like, oh, I'm so sorry, honey. I'll use you tomorrow. You connect with your products.
Yeah, you always
like
talk
that.
to them. That's it.
Yeah.
Even what you wear, sometimes like, okay, I wore that. Was it last week? This is just we bring in things like this, to encourage.
It's interesting.
Yeah, we have to take care of oneself.
Yeah.
That is just important, And the fashion industry is doing that. Thanks to all the designers.
Yeah, designers.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So, in England, are you doing anything that has to do with fashion?
I have to be honest. No.
Okay.
When I first went there, I tried and tried and tried. This thing that we have in our mind that Europe is everything is a very bad disease, and we have to.
But it can be
thinking.
everything for some people, though.
No, trust me. Some people, yes, it depends on what you're thinking, what you want to go and do there. I was always think, oh, when I get there, a big supermodel and all that, but it was a bit. Not
Have you
too
been on
easy.
castings and done
A
all this?
lot of them.
What do they tell you?
They'll rape you. All these websites, they'll get you to sign on.
Pay
and,
monthly.
Oh, you pay monthly.
Photo
No,
shoots.
I
You
tell
need a
you,
portfolio.
Nothing, no
I know.
job. Instead, you're
That's
the one
true.
paying to
That's
just
true.
be there. You
That's
understand?
true.
And look at us here in the Gambia. You go for events. You get paid, and you get to be on the magazine and all of these things. It's not easy over there. You have to be really, really well known. Like you have to really.
I think over there it's about connections and who you know and who gets you there.
Oh, yeah.
There can be a bit, especially for black.
Well, I
models.
don't really want to go into that because that's
Yeah, I
another
know.
whole.
I know it's a whole.
topic.
Yeah, I know.
Seriously, but it's just let's believe in ourselves and know
Yeah.
that we can do something for the Gambia, for Africa, and things will go well.
I just
Yeah.
want to ask one final question.
Yeah.
You were here for years, then you went away. You keep going back and forth.
Yeah.
What's the major change you've seen in the fashion industry in Gambia compared to years ago? I know we talked a bit about it, but it
Yeah.
was more on the modeling side.
Yeah.
But the mindset of the designers and the mindset of the industry, what do you say is still small?
It's a big change.
It's a
Turn
big shift,
around.
yeah?
I'm happy to see the competition.
Oh, there's competition,
There's a big time competition
Yeah.
going on right now.
Yeah.
And that's how it should be.
It's bold.
That's how it should be. Everybody's giving out what they have, and then we, the customers, will have what to choose from. Okay, that designer, oh, that one. that's how it should be.
What do you think about their branding?
They've changed. It's really good.
The branding.
It's, some of them, they still need, to learn, and, but most of them are up there. Like most of the ones that I know, they're really doing good. I don't want to name because there's a lot of them.
you
I'll
can't
be in
name.
trouble.
You can't name.
They'll be like, all right, don't worry, that show, I'm not going to get you your outfit.
Yeah, you can't name.
Yeah.
If you could go back and do it all again,
Yeah.
what would you change and what would you do again? Everything.
Everything, trust me.
You do everything?
Start being my own boss very early.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the first thing I would change. Yeah, that's
From
just
a very early age?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Start being my own boss from a very, very young age.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's happening now a few years ago.
You're still young.
Yeah. Well,
For guys, life begins at 40 and you're way off 40. Well, I think you're close.
well, you
You're
want me
getting
to
there.
tell my age?
No,
now?
but you're getting there. No, anyway, you've done the bend already. When you bend again, you hit it.
Oh, yeah. So it's good to just, I'm looking to retire at a very young age. So, as I said it earlier, I'm on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it burning. Keep it burning. Yeah?
Yeah.
Welcome back to the show, and we're still here with Yusuf, and we've talked about so much already. I think we've covered so much, but now I want to bring the show back to you and away from the show.
Okay.
Just for a minute.
Yeah.
And this is the segment of the program I call Inspire. You inspire in your own way.
Okay.
Obviously, you're doing so much, and you're touching people's lives left, right, and center that you don't even know or directly are involved in. So, what have you learned along the way being, I know you're young, I'm not going to reveal your age, but how has it been as a young man, in society doing so much, and with all these things you do comes with a lot of pressure, I think, and expectation. How do you stay afloat?
Well, I think the best way I can just go with it is because this that I'm doing is from my heart. You understand? It's something that I've always wished for. So if it's happening, despite the stress that comes with it, the finance that I have to, put in, I don't look at all of that. I just follow the fact that my heart is at peace because I'm doing what I love. So that makes it easy for me. So
it's a success story, but obviously we all know, with great success comes a lot of trials as well. So with the trials and the tribulations that comes with all these things, how do you override it all? Because I know in an industry like ours, it's very judgmental. It's very prejudiced. You have to struggle and fight to stay relevant. A mistake you make of just lapsing behind, you're forgotten, and it's hard to climb back up there. We've all faced these things, I think, one time or another. How do you stay relevant, and how do you override these trials and tribulations?
I pay attention to myself.
That's
the main thing that is helping me. One thing we always have to know is that, if people are talking about you, whether it's positive or negative, it's because you're doing well. And then you're only going to go with your heart, right? And not listen to what they're doing to help you go forward, right? But the moment you start paying attention to left, right, you won't.
Distraction. You fall off.
I always just listen to myself, follow my heart, and then just carry on.
Being a man in fashion, I think even as a woman in fashion, you're always labeled somehow.
Oh yeah.
Being a man in fashion, how different is it for you guys?
Well, you can tell because the way I dress, and all that, they look at you and like, really?
You're a bit too sweet.
Yeah, why are you dressing that way, and all that. But it's just in me, and inshallah we will bring something like that in the Gambia because we're looking at
for men.
Tristula Fashion Police, which
Ooh.
That's something that is going to cover like a lot of things in the industry.
Wow.
So most of this event we'll be there looking at people. We're not going to criticize, but we'll be telling people on how to go about things. So
that sounds great. I'm actually excited about that. So keep us posted. We want to know what you're gonna do. So, what is the plan here for what do you intend to do with your brand? It seems like you have a lot of plans.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Huge.
You have a long road
Yeah.
of things ahead of you because you have the fashion awards, you
Yeah.
have your career.
Yeah.
But what is the end goal? Like, what do you want to do with the brand? Are you looking to go into an empire of some fabulousness?
Yeah.
What are you looking to do?
Well, today, there are so many great names everywhere in the world, and yeah, one might say, oh, Gambia is just a line in African map, but my dreams and things that I think about, things that I wish to do, right? When I think about them sometimes, right, or when I look at how I've written them, I'm
You're
like,
scared.
man, how is this gonna happen? But one thing right now that is helping me to keep going, right, the fashion awards.
Yeah.
I've always dreamed of it. Oh, come on, I'm modeling after the year, no one doing awards, and now it's happening. So all of these things, they're gonna come true at some day, and they're huge plans. So my brand is just going to be Trace Tula, Trace Tula this, Trace Tula that, so it'll be a lot of Trace Tula.
And it's such a great, catchy name. What's the trace, by the way?
All right. Well, that's where people are like, are you Yusuf Tula or Trace Tula? All right. The name of my brand, Trace Tula, comes to, many places when we go out. They're always like, oh, Tula, this thing that people know you. And so I feel like a lot of followers. Yeah. And I'm like, why don't I just add Trace to the Tula if I'm going to have my brand? Yeah. So that Trace is Trace and Tula, you understand? It's not like a lady's name or so. It's
not like Tracy. I know. No, I never even thought about that. I was just like, what's the Trace? I actually thought that was your name.
Yeah. So it's like follow it, Tula, Trace, Tula. Yeah.
That's very okay. I got it now. So obviously, even if you're away from the Gambia, you have a business here. You have an empire here. Yeah. You do invest here. So I think the peace of the country and the country being peaceful and okay is a priority. It's important to you. So Gambia is evolving. It's different from, I think, a few years ago when you were here, like maybe 10 years ago, 5 years ago to now. A lot of things have happened, obviously. Being a person that is always with people and with the youths and stuff, I think sometimes I feel like we're missing something. What do you think the young people of this country are missing?
Courage.
Okay.
And confidence. I don't think if most of the ones that I've come across, they always have this thinking that they're not good enough. Yeah. You understand? And that's one thing that you don't have to do to yourself. Always believe in yourself.
Self-doubt, yeah.
Always follow what you think is right, you understand? Don't, look at, above, don't look at something that you've not seen yet that is not to do with what you really want, you understand? Which is like, let me say, talking about Europe, you understand? For instance, I really want to go to Europe. What is there? I tell you no lie, I've been there, I've seen it all. If I'm coming back to Gambia to invest in Gambia, to work in the Gambia, right, and balance UK and Gambia, I know what I've seen. So I just want them to really have this courage and confidence, believe in themselves, and it'll work.
Yeah, what you said is true, because I remember even many times in the beauty industry or the beauty pageant industry, for example, when I'm mentoring or I'm coaching the contestants and we get to the point where we talk about their talents, because the talent part is very important in the beauty pageant. You ask a really nice girl who you think is so talented doing so many things, what talent do you have? What do you want to do? I don't have a talent. I'm not talented. I'm like, what do you mean you don't have a talent? I've been hearing you singing, doing all sorts of things all day, every day. Yeah. That's you. That's something you can do. How can you say? They're like, really, you think that's a talent? I don't have a talent. I think it's the courage you are talking about as well. Yusuf, if you were sitting here with how am I put it?
Something tricky coming. I can't.
No, it's tricky, but it's cute. What I'm gonna say is, if you were where I'm sitting now, if it was you, 30 years ago or 20 years ago, you're sitting talking to your young self,
Yeah.
what would you say to him? Pretend I am that little boy. What would you say to yourself?
Believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
Just believe in yourself.
Yeah.
That's deep. He's a little boy. He wouldn't
Yeah.
understand what that means. You have to break it down.
Well, to be honest, you know, for Africa, you understand, the opportunities, you understand, are not given to us at that age. I tell you, some parents, some homes, yeah, but in some places, I tell you, like the kids, they don't think like an adult and all that. But let's put it this way, right? You go to some families, they build things, they build future for them around the home, but some kids, no. So that little boy there sitting down, no,
You're making me
hope,
sad.
no whatever. Just believe, sit down, wait, something will come.
Oh God, you just crushed my dreams.
I tell you, man.
Yeah?
I think that's how, growing up, I don't want to go too deep into that, but I think I've just been this person.
But the world has
look
been
at
good
things
to you.
Just go with it. Africans, we're really strong, man. I tell you, the things that are happening here,
I know.
and in some homes, and how people come out of that.
Yeah, and make it.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's very, very true. We're made of greatness.
Yeah.
So, leaving your mark, obviously, I'm very proud of you and what you've become and what you're doing. And I'm sure you have a really, really, really long way to go.
Yeah.
If you were to leave something with me right now, leaving your mark, what would you tell people following you, watching you, wanting to be you, or people? I know, by the way, a lot of people that are rooting for you.
Oh.
I know a lot of people that have said great things about you, that have been there, part of your journey. First of all, let's start with those people.
Oh,
what do you want to say to them? People that have been part of your journey since the beginning and encouraged you to be where you are at the moment.
I just want to thank them, you understand, because it's not really easy, to look at people or a particular person and don't have anything. It's just like a blank page, you understand, and the person is not even having writings on them, and you just there to help them, make sure that they get to where they want to go. So thanks to all of these people, and I'm just happy that they're in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your event happening, what do you expect from your audience and your followers, obviously?
To really see and spot the difference of what Taal Entertainment is bringing to the fashion industry in the Gambia, because thank God that you noticed and you point that out here. We're looking there, we're not going back. We're trying to bring something that is happening in the West, everywhere, you understand. And if Gambia is here and not having that, let them spot this difference that we bring all the time when we organize this hour. There are lots of other things that Taal Entertainment will be doing, but the time will tell.
Time will tell.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your send-off? What do you want to leave with me there for the show?
Thank you. Keep it up.
You're welcome.
I feel, talking to you, bringing all of these, special, beats from me, it's just something that is great that you're doing. So
Thank
keep
you.
it up and bring more people, and let them express themselves. And I'm just comfortable. It's like I'm talking to someone in my living room.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's the concept. That's the idea of sitting down, chatting about everything and about everything. Because this is the only way I think as well people can get up close and personal with the personalities that they admire, that they look up to. Because Gambia is so small. It's so easy for everybody to say, oh, I know Trace, oh, I know Oley, oh, I know this person. But there are sides and parts of us that people don't know. And it's only through platforms like this that you can get real and just sit down and be comfortable and open up and bring people into your life. If anything, you owe that to the people. Yeah, so that's why you're here, and I'm so grateful for you coming. I know you're very busy, you're doing so much, so the fact that you're here, I'm so grateful.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll be rooting for you, and we're wishing you all the best with your career and everything that you're doing, and obviously the show as well.
February 17th.
Yeah, I know we're gonna have a great turnout.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. Okay.
I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It's been nothing but fantastic and fabulous when you have a fashion guru like Yusuf here. I know your fans are happy to see you here on a different note, because you're always posing and doing that face and showing that body and making them feel like some type of way. So this was a bit different.
Thank you.
And you're so subdued.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, and please don't forget to join us on another episode. Bye for now. Thanks for watching.